Now, in a traditional world where women moved traditionally, I would agree with you.
Mm-hmm.
However, I think, at least in California, I don't know how it is I think in most of the Western world, women are definitely not moving in a traditional way.
No doubt.
So I don't feel obliged to hold to my traditional gender roles of paying for the first date, because women are not traditional. So I don't want to be a sucker. And a lot of these chicks, they're doing foodie calls. They're not serious about pursuing anything. They're bored on a Friday. Oh, okay, sure, I'll go on a date. And like foodie calls is a big thing. I've had a foodie call where the girl just went on a date for fucking free food.
Yeah, a lot of girls do
Well,
that.
Really?
I'll tell you this.
I feel like I'm not going to waste my time.
Oh, no.
going out.
I
No,
know
some
a lot of girls
wouldn't,
that do
but
that.
some chicks do. And then the
They
other
have like
thing,
a whole roster.
and I'll let you go in
They're
just a
like,
second.
I'm hungry. Let's go here.
The other thing
Wow,
is
I have
that
a lot of time.
I just don't want to be a sucker, because a lot of people are sleeping and seeing multiple people. So I don't want to be the guy that pays for you, pays for your date, and then you go and hang out with your fuck buddy, who, by the way, never has paid for you, and you fuck him after I just provided for you. That's basically like a low tier cuck situation.
Okay, so women, do you think it's fair for Brian to ask a woman on a first date, do you have a fuck buddy? Are you doing foodie dates? Is that a fair question for a man to ask on a first date?
Yeah.
Because if that's
Yeah.
the case, I'm out of here. I'm not paying for your wheel.
That's
50-50. I'm gone. Is that fair?
I don't think most girls would.
I think you should ask that before the date if it's really a deal breaker.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, like,
But I think if she really likes you, she wouldn't do that.
do what?
Like what you said, like make you pay for all this stuff and then just like,
That's the thing.
hey,
You never
Summer, go
know.
fuck the loser like down the street. Like,
She ain't gonna say it, but she's gonna give you the ass out hug goodbye. Oh, I had a really good time, and then she's gonna go over to the guy who she's fucking, and
But can you tell when a girl like really loves you? Like
on
have
a
you-
first date. I mean,
Oh,
some
we're
women are
talking,
pretty
like-
coy, and
I keep forgetting it's like only first date. Yeah, that's hard to tell on a first date. You're right.
yeah, it's a first date. And maybe there's
Yeah.
nerves involved. Some people,
But
whatever.
after a
but-
while, I think, yeah.
I gotta say, like, maybe I'm out of the loop. Maybe you're in the California bubble. Maybe it's a different world down here. I feel like it's really easy to tell on a first date. Granted, I've been out of the game for a while. I feel like it's easy to tell when a girl's kind of playing that game. Do you think? I feel like within
like a foodie call.
Yeah. Like, but by the time our hour-long date is done at the restaurant, I think I've got a pretty good idea if this girl is living that life or she's just like a normal human female.
I mean, I think there's a lot of very sophisticated women, and I don't think we should underestimate the level of sophistication that goes on. I think
I don't
women-
know.
I think women are much more socially attuned than men, and they're much more capable of pulling off this manipulation.
I don't know
of
how
calls.
many master manipulator women are running that life. I don't
lot.
know.
Eric,
Really?
A
Eric, can you
lot.
pull up that
Maybe I'm
that
clueless.
story
Oh,
of that
you've been
chick
out of
on
the game for a
TikTok who's
while,
going on
huh?
6
I guess
dates
so.
a week for free
Dude.
food?
Dude.
Is it that bad?
These hoes out here are crazy.
Well,
They're
listen,
crazy.
we are.
But here's the thing. They think they like. I feel like a lot of it nowadays, like once as they get older, like they try to get married too. So it's like they're trying to play this trick to get married.
Keep in mind, we are in right now. We're in the most progressive hellhole, satanic place in the world. So if you're basing your dating situation off of this area, SoCal, it's probably not representative of how the rest of the world is operating, right?
Yeah, LA's. Yeah.
It's pretty bad down
It's
here.
really bad.
Yeah.
Scroll up so we can see the title. Yeah, this is it. I went on 6 dates a week and didn't have to groceries for 2 years. Scroll down. Hold on, wait. Sorry. Scroll up. I'm going to read the text. When they say women are bad with money, but you used to go on 6 dates a week to avoid paying for groceries. So this chick lived in New York, and she boasted about going on 6 dates a week. And scroll down, Eric. I think she said how much she saved. She said she was saving probably saved about $150 a week. Scroll back up. Let's look at what she looked like. This is a very average-looking woman. She is not remarkable in any way, and she's able to go on 6 dates a week and basically game men. Look, I'm not saying, most women are not doing this, but what I'm saying is, as a guy, you do have to be cautious foodie call is more a little on the rare side, but I would say what's fairly common is people are dating multiple people. I think that's pretty common for people to like have multiple people they're dating, both men and women, by the way. And so my hope, but here's the thing, on the first date, there's not an expectation that the woman should be paying for the first date. So as a guy, if the expectation is you should be paying on the first date, but she's dating 3 other dudes, she's sleeping with 3 other dudes, I'm not gonna like, I feel like a sucker if I'm paying for a girl, even if it's $10. It's not about the money. I'm good on money. It's a matter of principle. I don't want to feel like a sucker. I don't want to pay for a girl and she's fucking other dudes.
Okay, so let me ask you, what's the solution then? Are you just never going on dates?
Well,
are you that demoralized out of the dating game? You're just never doing it?
Bro, I'm so jaded from fucking dating. Like it's bad, but
not every girl fucks multiple guys. I know it's hard to believe, but I literally, like, when I find a guy that I really like, I only fuck him and I only think about him and want to be around him. I get really obsessed.
On the first date though? Like,
yeah, my last boyfriend, I met him on the first date.
Yeah, but you do sex work, right? So I mean, you're like fucking within your work, right?
Well, I didn't meet him at work. I met him on his podcast.
Okay.
And then it ended in Keemstar tweeting for him to wash his ass.
Okay.
you just said that's her work, though. Can I ask you, do you think it's reasonable for a man to not want to date a sex worker? Is that fair for a man to say, I just don't want to date a woman that's sharing her body with other men?
Well, like my dude, he's cool with me like doing solo content and girl, and because like I have respect for him, I choose to not do like dude content.
Well, let's dig deeper. So the content you are making it exclusively for other men around the world to play with their penises, right? That's your clientele, right? So is it okay for a man you're potentially dating to say, listen, I don't want my woman making content like that? Is that fair?
Like just solo and girl, he's not cool with?
He doesn't want you uploading naked photos, sexy photos on the internet.
Insecure.
Wait, why?
You think that's insecure?
Very.
You think so?
Yeah.
Explain why.
Isn't he cool with girl?
Because why is what someone else is doing with their body bothering him so much?
Because he's looking to have a wife and have kids.
But like.
Wait, it's insecure. What? It's insecure for a guy to not want to date a sex worker?
Well, I think it's insecure for someone to think that someone without their clothes on.
So this is one of the beautiful things about monogamous relationships. 2 people have come together and said, listen, this is an aspect of our life, of our being, that we are going to give exclusively to each other, and that's why it's special. We've agreed on that. Those are our terms.
You can be monogamous and still post like slutty photos.
So I'm asking you, is it reasonable if a guy doesn't want you, if you do that, though?
Is he going to be completely like monogamous to her?
Totally.
Like, all about her, obsessed, like you're my bitch.
He's not fucking side chicks.
No,
is that fair?
I want a guy that's cool with it, that is confident.
But what if he's doing
it.
everything else that you want him to? Like, what do you want your man to do? You want him to pay for everything? Like, if he's paying for everything already, and then he's saying that he doesn't want you to do this, how come you can't make that sacrifice for him?
Because
if he's doing everything else,
I'd rather find someone that will pay for everything and will also show me off and be cool with it.
So
there's too many people in the world to not find someone that I like every aspect of, or at least most of them.
You value helping random men all over the world bust nuts more than the comfort of your spouse.
No, I value my income and my roof over my head and the food that goes in my mouth.
Okay, what if he says, listen, marry me, you're a stay-at-home wife, we're having kids, and you're my wife, I'll take care of you.
I can't trust him.
I will dedicate my life to you.
Leave one
What
day.
if he leaves? What if he dies?
why would he
Anything
leave
could
if you're
happen.
doing everything he wants you to do?
I've known men that are married for 10 years and then they decide, I'm going to go to the strip club. I'm going to cheat on my wife. I'm going to give all our extra money to this porn star. I mean, you know a guy's going to give you a lot of money when you hear he's married. Like, that's just the facts.
Say the rules were like reversed.
I agree.
though.
Yeah, it's the married
I think
wife.
that men are cheating less than women, right? Isn't that
I think
the
men are
stat?
cheating. I think so many men are cheating. It's
Well,
ridiculous.
Yeah, but I think that more women are cheating statistically, right?
No.
Is that true?
I think you could find a guy that's like cool with what you want to do, and he'll still love you.
100%.
You know, the type of guy that is like, no, you can't do this, you can't do that. He's not for me, and he's not for you. Like, I'm personally cool with girl and solo content because that's just, I'm cool with that. Because like my dude, he's cool with me doing that. So like, I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying? But he's not ever like, no, you can't do this. You can't do. He's not like that.
Do you want to get married?
Yeah.
How come you haven't because you said you were together for 8 years, but like, what's stopping marriage?
Do you not like?
It's a
you know?
long story. It's like too long to get into. But yeah, eventually, yeah.
Say though, like if your boyfriend, was it? Your boyfriend was doing the same things that you were doing and you weren't, and you were in his position, like, and if he was, what am I saying right now? Sorry, I lost my
If the
train of
roles were
thought.
reversed.
Yeah, just if the roles were reversed, would, oh my god, I'm like.
Like if
literally
I was a
blanking
guy
right
and he
now.
was the girl.
No, if he was.
If
doing,
he was doing the content that you're doing and you weren't okay with it, is that a deal breaker? That's what I'm trying to say.
I think it's different though for guys.
Eric, can you hide the pop-up
But
chat,
it's the
please?
same actions, same ideas, same.
But
I
it's-
think maybe at a base level, the concern you women have is that if you forfeit your income source, which happens to be sex work, then you're really concerned that what if the man I dedicate my life to and I sacrifice my income for, what if he betrays me? Then I'm fucked.
Right.
That's like at a base level what the
Yeah.
concern is.
Then you get half.
Yeah.
Oh.
Lady
he does
Gaga.
fuck up.
That I don't know. That thought doesn't really cross my mind.